All right, what's up? I'm back. You know what? I thought we were just gonna like stop that first session there and then restart it again, like when I came back from the point we ended at. But apparently that didn't happen. So we're a mess already tonight with this bullshit. But I had to get that other thing done. If you if you're on the other show, jump on in over here. I don't know how to get out of this. This is just my tech bullshit and not knowing anything. Like, if anybody's jumping in and knows anybody who's still waiting over on the other show, go tell them I'm back over here now. I don't know. Just help me out here. And, guys, drop some comments because I'm having a problem with the comments. I'm not seeing anything. So just somebody type something in just so I can see if this is working. Because if I'm just going to have to just talk for an hour, nobody's going to want to hear that. And we're going to probably alter the paradigm, at least for tonight. So somebody please tap something in, type something, let me know you're there. Linda Bleefnick is back. Sherry Seifert is watching. Nothing typing though. Mary Joyner is watching. Somebody type something for me. Hi, Linda Bleefnick. I love you. And thanks for typing and letting me know somebody's out there. This has just been a mess so far because we totally lost the dynamic, and it wasn't even necessarily because of the changes. It was because of me dumping in something that I hadn't really tested first, which was that music at the beginning. And I think that might have fucked up the scroll and fucked up your comments, and I wasn't seeing anything. So now I'm seeing stuff. I'm seeing Bob Martin's here saying something. I don't know what that's about. Cornelia Bates is saying nothing here. I don't know what that means. Linda Bleefnick, there was a whole bunch of comments on the other one that you didn't see. Yeah, you know what? It was putting that music, and I screwed up. And I put that music on because I thought it was going to be kind of cool, and it looked like it was going to work. But apparently that was fucking up the scroll. The comments, rather. Nothing was coming up on the comments at all. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah, this was a bad idea. Which is still yet to be proven. It may still end up being a bad idea. From the first show, we switched over. I see guys are starting to flow in. People are starting to flow in now. Mary Joyner, here they are. Yay, we're back. Haha, Mona Eves, Mary Joyner. Hello, Rangoon. There were comments on the other one. PCS Rules. Yeah, okay, Bob Martin, I see you. There were comments on the other one that you weren't seeing. Yeah, again, real quick, I'm just going to run it down. Like, I had this thing up where I put YouTube up and put the song up to start the show off with the song. Just give a minute to let people flow in. And it looked like it was working cool. And it actually, I didn't hear it, obviously, but it looked like it was going to work cool. And apparently it was messing up the comments because none of the comments were coming through while it was on. And I just suspected that. I dumped out of the show, got rid of that, opened the show back up, and the comments seem to be working fine now, but we got stuck with breaking up the show. So that's where we're at right now. So, like I said, the whole thing with the meme getting pulled, it's just, and I'm not even mad about it. I'm really not. I'm honest. I'm not mad. I'm a little, like I said, heartbroken because there was a lot of potential if that thing kept going the way it was going for a real breakout night, day, or series of days, or whatever. You never know what's going to happen. And those things are so few and far between where you get one that blows up. And this one was blowing up like I never had one blow up before. And it was really frustrating to have that thing taken down. But I'm not mad. Like, I'm just not, like, I don't want to freak out and start just saying dumb shit and doing dumb things that are going to make it even worse than it is. Which it's not horrible, but yeah, they're definitely stepping on the reach. They're definitely, and obviously what I lost from having that thing taken down. Here's the thing though, okay? Since we're talking about it, and I'm not going to get nutty and start pointing fingers and throwing accusations, I'm just going to lay this out. You guys who saw that meme, or if you know what the meme was, the format of that meme was that one with that nasty white cat on the right side with a little salad in front of him with a snarl on his face. And on the left side, it originally started out with a screamy, weepy, mad, blonde chick pointing her finger and screaming. And the two of them were interacting, okay? We've established that. That meme has been tricked and riffed and redone like 100 million times in the last week alone. It's just, that meme's been everywhere, okay? Just in general, that meme format. Which is fine. It's worthy. It was a good one. It was a great one. That's the new Grumpy Cat. For whatever, it's not going to, whatever. Anyway, the riff with Hillary Clinton that I added into that and my spin on it, okay, subsequently has been done 10 million times since the initiation of this meme, since this meme was originally launched by whatever genius originally put it together, okay? It's a brilliant meme. It cries out to be redone. It cries out to be, this is the kind of meme where, like, if I thought that up and I put it out there, I wouldn't even worry. You couldn't even get mad if something like this starts, like, getting taken and people start messing with it and taking it apart. It's fine. That's just like a public domain kind of meme, okay? It's like with the one with The Rock from Escape from Witch Mountain, or just any of those ones that people take and they change the words in it. Okay, so people started riffing with Hillary on the left side, talking to the Nasty Cat, with Hillary talking about running, and the Nasty Cat replying with the voice of America and American people with Photoshop and the ability to create memes, saying what they thought she should run for, okay? I wasn't the only one that said it. Yes, a wood chipper is a violent end for anyone. No question. But there were memes out there that had her walking into a buzzsaw. They had her strolling into a pit of sulfuric acid, walking off the wing of a plane, walking into a cloud of Eric Swalwell fart. They had, every angle on that imaginable was out there, was put out there. And I just have a tough time getting my head around that mine was the worst of all, and I was violent and inciting. Was I inciting Hillary Clinton herself, as if she had seen this meme, that I was inciting her to run into a wood chipper? Like, that's, or was I inciting other people to gather around the Chappaqua compound and start chanting whatever about that? So, like, where's the incitement? I just don't get what the incitement part of it is. The violent, okay, you got me. Mea culpa, forgive me. I'll take my punishment. But the hypocrisy and the double standards and triple and quadruple and quintuple whatever standards that are at play with bullshit like this, it's just staggering, and it just sucks the soul right out of you sometimes. I'm letting it go. I'm done with it. I figured we'd want to talk about it tonight amongst a million other things we want to talk about. But that's the whole story on that, in case anybody was wondering about it. I'm going to just completely chop that off right now and just tell everybody right now that the fact that I can see your comments coming through now without even having read one of them or addressed any of them has completely gotten me back on track from the disaster of the first 10 minutes of this hideous freaking show. I was just so out of my element, and it was so weird, and I didn't think it was going to be that bad. It was real bad. So thank you guys for being here and for tossing stuff in, which like I said, I didn't even get to it yet, but I know it's there. So I got a little lifeline now, and I'm feeling a lot better about things, and this whole thing might be working out. The only thing I'm concerned about now are, like, the neighbors going to be hearing me screaming and yelling into the phone. I'm going to try and keep it hush. If I start getting that feeling, I'll just get in closer to the phone and I'll talk like this. But you guys know how to get me hyped and going, so, like, we can experiment with that too. So you can get me yelling in here. Thing is, don't get me to jump out of the seat, man, because I'm sitting in the corner of my place of the Planet Common Sense Laboratory, where the roof is, like, angled. I'm, like, in the eave, okay? So, like, if you guys say something that makes me pissed off and I jump up, I'm going to give myself a concussion. So try not to get me that excited. Whatever. We'll take it as it comes. But let's get onto this scroll and see what's going on and what you guys have to say. A little funny with the numbers, man. I thought there were going to be a lot more people in here tonight, but maybe it's just that, like, part of the whole pressing down on my reach thing. People aren't seeing stuff and whatever. We'll get it all back. So I'm going to start with Cornelia Bates. I don't see anyone commenting unless I leave and come back. Okay, I don't have that problem anymore. Everything seems to be flowing okay here, but sorry about that. Not much I can do for you. Bob Martin, you asked for somebody to type something, hence my song. Okay, I got you. Now, see, that was tricky. They're very clever, Bob Martin. Thank you very much for that. Mona Eves is working for me now. Good news. Bob Martin, me being a wise ass, he did a wonderful job of it. Darla Elkins, is that the same fish? Yes, it's the same fish. You're like, a couple of people asked me that, like, I'm taking good care of it. It's fine. Like, if it died, I would tell you, listen, that brings up another aspect of this whole thing. Like, if we're going to do this indoor show, and I'm going to have Finsberg here as my co-host, there's a certain amount of things that you're just going to have to accept as reality. One of those is that aquarium fish don't live forever. And it's not going to necessarily be my fault if eventually something happens to this fish. Okay, the fish is fine. Three people asked me that. Like, the fish, it's absolutely the same fish. It might be, I had posted one picture of it one time where I took it with a flash, and there was a lot of green in it, which was surprising, but it's the only time I ever saw that. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. I promise, darling, I would never bullshit you. It's definitely the same fish. But, like I said, you know, if we're going to do this, and Ruthie's going to be the co-host here, and we're going to do it like this, you got to embrace the horror that nothing's forever in the world of Aquaria. I mean, like, you know, there were a couple of different Lassies over the run of Lassie. There were a couple of different dogs that played the dog on the Brady Bunch. Like, moving right along. Yes, Darla Elkins, it is the same fish. Cornelia Bates is saying it's fixed. Richard Daly saying hello. Linda Bleefnit, the comments are flowing faster now. Good. Bob Willarm is back. Bob Devin, oh, look, comments. Cool. Were you guys not getting comments too? Like, somebody tell me that. Like, were you guys seeing comments or not seeing anything? Like, or whatever. Just let me know. I knew this was going to be like a whole hour of just like working shit out. And that's fine. It's kind of like we're starting over. Whatever. It's just a different environment. It doesn't feel like it's sucking too bad. It feels like it's going to flow and it could be all right. But we got to work the kinks out and we'll get there. So just everybody bear with me. Don't anybody run. Bob Wilharm, again, please send that meme to me and I will resend it. Well, I can't do it right now. If I remember or when I see this tomorrow on the recap, I'll do that. I got no problem with it, man. Like, you know, if you want to take your chances, just, you know, if you post it and I cannot be held responsible for any People's Republic of Facebook jail sentences that occur subsequently to your posting any of my material that you already have advanced knowledge of the fact that you could very well get a 38 or some sort of, you get what I'm saying. I'm not responsible for any harm that comes to Mr. Wilharm due to any of my shit. That's the bottom line. Okay, so yeah, man, if I remember later, which I probably won't, I'll do it. If not, I'll get to you in the recap tomorrow. So, moving along. Bob Devin, just blame old Eric and Bartgate. That's great, man. It's like you almost kind of could feel bad for him. Like, everybody's had that happen. It's just one of those things. It happened on TV, and it happened to a real dick, which is great. You know, so there's that. And that's a big story, too. Like, wow, what a great time to be alive, right? Like, the guy farts on TV, and it's like a huge news story. Where are we, man? Where are we? Holy cow. Bob Wilhelm, wood chipper head first. Don't know anything about that, sir. Brian Patterson, I just farted like I was on CNN, except it was on PCS. Very good, Brian Patterson. Mary Joyner, the one with Madam Secretary about the good way Ipperche, the Udway chipper A, Ipperche. I don't speak Japanese, I'm sorry, so somebody's going to have to translate that. Nice one, Mary Joyner. Linda Bleefnick, Facebook, the wheels on their bus definitely don't go round and round. They go left. That's what they do. Mike Petty, I want to see her swing. I do not endorse that comment in any way. Yes. Bob Wilharm, I'm not saying the words anymore, man. You guys are just trying to get me kicked off tonight. Linda Bleefnick, I've used the power. They are a little scary. They are very scary, in fact. That's something you don't want to have to go near if you don't have to. If you don't want to. Bill Wilharm, remember the beheaded Trump meme? Yes, I do. And you know what? That's an interesting thing that you bring up, because this is something that, like, for months, maybe like even since back when it came up, that I've been trying to, like, manifest into a post. And it's just not, it's funny, but it's not hilarious. And it never, like, stuck in my mind to keep working at it and getting this point out. But, yes, I definitely remember the beheaded Trump meme with Kathy Griffith. And you look at what Kathy Griffith is now and how she's been blacklisted and she can't get work, which is wonderful because she sucked anyway. But you see where that's at now. And the point I was trying to get across with the meme I was trying to construct, or the post I was trying to construct, was that we got to get Donald Trump reelected in 2020, because if we lose and a Democrat gets elected and things blow up here for me, I am the new Kathy Griffin for the left to just destroy like they did to her. So that's out of my system now. It was no funnier than I thought it was going to be, but there it is. Don't let me be the next Kathy Griffin. We got to reelect Trump. Get out there and vote a year from now. All right, moving on. Charles Sutphin, first timer here. I've seen you on Planet Common Sense before. I've definitely seen that name. I got the name right too, didn't I? I'm real good at that. First timer here. I had no idea what you sounded like. Wow. Yes, sir. I get that a lot. We've actually introduced big segments of the show to that, where it's just always like interesting to me, like people who had read my stuff for a long term, even going back before Planet Common Sense when I was just dicking around on like different websites and stuff, and you read my stuff. And then after a while of being around Planet Common Sense, we started doing these shows, and then people got to hear what I sounded like. And I always just wondered, like, if the way, after hearing me, the way you read what I wrote, you read it differently. You see what I'm getting at that? So yeah, that's cool that you said that. And Charles, welcome. Jump right in. Glad you're here, and welcome to the PCS family. The PCS Laundry Live family, rather, because like I said, I've seen you around. I'm pretty sure I've seen you around on the boards before. So thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you like this show. Bob Martin, no wind drowning out your boys is a bonus with you doing the show inside. Absolutely. No question about that, which figured that. But again, the whole thing about it is I'm sitting where I feel like is going to be a comfortable distance away from the phone. And nobody's saying anything bad, so I guess I'm all right with it. But I'm just kind of weighing it right now. Like, I'm going to get up and walk like on the other, just like, let me go a couple of feet away. Please tell me if you can still hear me from here. Like, if you can still hear me, all right, that definitely opens things up for me where I can just get up and walk over here and stretch my legs and walk around a little. If you can't hear me at all, it doesn't fucking matter really, because you have no idea what I just said anyway. So, fuck everybody. No, I'm just kidding. If you can hear me, just let me know you can hear me from here. Coming back over now. So see, shit like that, that's what I'm talking about. Like, tonight's completely experimental. What I need to know is, like, if you guys heard me when I just walked away, and if you couldn't hear me, then obviously you wouldn't have known that that's what I was trying to do. If you did hear me over there, just let me know one way or the other. If, like, when I just walked away and then came back, if you could still hear me when I walked away. And if none of that makes any sense, don't worry about it. I'll work it out. Let me catch back up on this scroll. I might skip a few here, but Mike Petty, what's up, bro? I saw you were on the other show and nobody was talking. And I figured something was wrong. You're part of why I figured something was wrong. I was like, fucking Mike Petty's in here and not talking? What the heck? Nah, something's up. And I figured out it was a technical difficulty. So, Mike, thanks for helping out inadvertently and involuntarily. Appreciate it. Mike Petty is saying, how long do you think the two prison guards are going to continue breathing? Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry, but the two prison guards getting busted was not the justice we were looking for, folks. You missed. That was not what we were looking for. The two prison guards, you shot pretty low on that. You need to shoot a little higher on that. And I'll tell you something else, and I'm not going to get yelly about this shit, all right? And again, man, I throw shit out, and if you don't like it, say you don't like it, I'm fine. I say what's on my mind. I saw an article a little earlier, and I did not read it enough because I got into other things. But something about Bill Barr saying that he looked over everything, and it seemed like everything was legit. I don't know if that's exactly what he said. And I have to still go back and look at it again. If anybody read that, if anybody saw it, I think it was on Breitbart. Man, I'm really uncomfortable about that. I'm not mad, and I'm not flipping, and I'm not going to start like throwing Bill Barr to the dogs. I'm uncomfortable though. And I'm keeping it in check. I'm gonna go back and read the article. But man, that can't be. There's way more to this than that. Like, everybody in the whole country knows this. People who are lying about it obviously know it. Everybody knows it. Like, there's no way that was this guy killing himself in his cell. The cameras didn't work. The guards filled out their own paperwork. Nobody saw anything. Nobody heard anything. Do you know how difficult it is to kill yourself? Like, that shit makes noise. All right? In a jail cell where you don't have access to easy suicide methods in a jail cell, okay? You're pretty limited on what you have to do. It's going to make noise. And nobody in a fucking prison, nobody heard that. The cameras weren't working. Okay. like I said in the post a little earlier tonight, this man tried to allegedly kill himself a couple of weeks previous to the successful one where he allegedly killed himself, okay? Where were the cameras, and what was the condition of the cameras that day? And why is nobody talking about that? And why is nobody bringing that out? Were the cameras working? And if so, where is the footage of that? Because you know what? It doesn't answer a lot of the other questions, but it gives you some place to start. It gives you a look that's not getting taken right now. And it, you know, the whole thing with that too, and another thing, and I'm not going to say names on this, okay? Because it doesn't matter, and I just don't know enough to do that and to really go into this. But go back to that first alleged suicide attempt. If I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong on this, at the time, Epstein had a cellmate. And I happen to know, I don't know the guy, okay? I'm not saying that. But he was a town guy, like not right from in town, but a guy who'd been in my store a couple of times. And that's as far as I'm going to talk about him, except for the fact to tell you that this guy was an absolute monster physically, okay? He was like 6'4", a big, roided out muscle head. I'm not saying his name, and it doesn't matter, okay? But this guy was complete, and he was in jail for killing people, like for murdering people, okay? That was Epstein's cellmate. And unless I'm wrong, it was his cellmate at the time, or within a certain amount of the time, that first alleged suicide attempt happened. This man was completely capable of taking a human being by the neck and breaking that neck and killing them that way. Just 100%. Okay? And it's way easier in a jail cell than killing yourself. Okay. You know, there's so much with this thing. We could do this all night long. And you know, people got on me last week it was maybe even the week before, about that meme where I was saying that the Epstein memes jumped the shark. And a lot of people were saying, no, you're wrong. And I got some hate on that shit. People thinking that I was saying, let's not talk about Epstein anymore. That's absolutely not what I was trying to get over with that, okay? What I was saying was that the Epstein meme was jumping the shark because it was becoming a farce. It was becoming a caricature of something that was a very serious matter. And I think, in my opinion, it started taking away from it. It started diluting the magnitude of what was going on with this thing. And I'll give you the best analysis if I remember this right. I had this all planned out the other night, and I was going to write it, and something happened. Something's always happening to fuck me up and screw up a good post. You know, when something like that happens and a meme comes out, and you know, it's a great example of this too, is the cat meme that we were just talking about a couple minutes ago, okay? Those memes come out, and there's genius behind the people who come up with that stuff, all right? And the same that I said about the cat meme for the Epstein meme. It was just a brilliant riff, man. It was just a brilliant play. It was clever, and it was something that had universal appeal, and people grabbed onto. Okay, I get it. And people who riffed on that meme in the first couple of days, when it was still breaking, and it was still impactful, I get it, because it was reaction. It was people are seeing that saying, fuck, man, that guy's saying, that's what I want to say. But this is how I would say it. And taking that same paradigm, same theme, and making a meme out of it with their words and saying, this is my reaction to this bullshit that's going on right now. I got a voice now because I can take this picture and type some words onto it, put it out on the internet, and 100,000 people or 10 of my friends or whatever the case may be, I can tell them what I think about this. That's like my passive-aggressive venting. Now you know how I feel about this. First couple of days, I get that. But it evolves away from that. And this is going to sound like such like artiste bullshit. Like I'm not like a pretentious douche about like memes, man. Memes are the lowest fucking art form on the planet. It's ridiculous. It's crap. It's like right in there with like puns and whatever. I get it, man. I'm not like trying to like say don't meme stuff and leave that to nothing like that. Okay. I'm just trying to explain how this works. The problem with those type of memes, and not in general, it's not a problem 99% of the time, but where I found that it was a problem with this one, okay? Talk about those first couple of days, like I said, where people are just reacting. People are saying, this is how I feel about this, and I'm using this platform to get that out there to my friends or to get that out there to my page or whatever the case may be. And it evolves and it evolves and it evolves to the point where when everybody is doing the meme, you're getting to now where you're not reacting. You're not making a statement. All you're trying to do at that point is one up your friends or show your friends it's not about, I'm pissed about this. It's got to kind of be in the moment. And when it gets to that stage where just everybody's doing it and it's all about one-upmanship and you go on a group, like these groups I go on, you go in their photo sections and you'll see the cat meme right now. 15 versions of it. Scroll, give it 2 scrolls down the page, you're going to see half a dozen of them. But that's fine. That's fun stuff. It's just, this one was different, okay? This one bothered me a little bit. And that's why I reacted to it. I honestly apologize to anybody who thought I meant anything other than the fact that I thought the meme was just getting a little bit away from the way we should be thinking about this whole thing. I apologize if you thought it was anything other than that, but I promise you that it was not. So that's what's up with that. I don't know. I didn't mean to get off on this rant, but I've had some things I've had to get out of my system. I guess that was one of them. So Mike Petty, back to your question. How long do you think the 2 prison guards are going to continue breathing? Man, you can't speculate on stuff like that. That's it. They're going to be looking over their shoulders for the rest of their lives. You got to think. And you know what? You're talking about that, and I'm talking about it. We're talking about together, right? These guys are living through that shit right now. Like, could you imagine being one of those 2 prison guards that you just got shafted, you just got busted? You might do some prison time, and they're going to put you in a cell. If they have any kind of balls at all, they put these 2 guys right in the same fucking cell they had Epstein in. Just to torture them. You talk about wanting to kill yourself. Where would could you think of any place that you would least rather be than somebody who had dirt on this whole sordid affair inside the same cell that Jeffrey Epstein met his demise in? Yikes. So we're talking about it and we're thinking about it. Could you imagine what's going through these 2 guys' heads? They're like dead men walking right now. Whether it's going to happen or not, who could tell? And that's so funny too. Not funny, haha, funny like, can you believe she's doing this shit? Like, I started saying it, and here's me owning up, man. Like, back when we first started PCS, I don't remember specifics, but I definitely remember times where I said that Hillary Clinton doesn't have the juice to pull stuff off like that anymore. And I really believed it. And because I'm going to say some shit just to say it. Like, I really didn't think that she had that kind of pull in the community anymore. And I'll tell you right now, without hesitation, I was completely wrong. Completely wrong. I apologize and bow down before you. I have no problem being wrong. That one I was surprised about. She's definitely still got some juice. And these 2 guys, these 2 prison guards are, man, your life has just been fundamentally changed, gentlemen. You better get some eyes in the back of your head and find your inner keep it low guy and maybe just find an island somewhere, man. Like, I don't know. Where are you safe? Where are you safe from the Clintons and the Obama crime family? Who knows? Moving. Mike Petty, thanks for that one. Sally Hackney, Ruthie is beautiful. Thank you very much. Darla doesn't think she's the same one. But he is. It's the same one, I promise. Mary Joyner, replying to Bob, there have been so many extremely violent memes, tweets, pictures, etc. about the president. It's hard to remember just one, but yeah, sure do. Yeah, whatever. Guys, look, man, I'm not getting cuckoo about it. It's just fucked up. It could have been a huge, huge jump. Could have been a big night for Planet Common Sense. But alas, we're still going to just have to keep on trying. Bob Wilhelm, the fish actually creeps me out a little bit when I'm watching it. See, that's another thing that I thought was just going to jack everything up. Because, like, I'm used to being out on the street in an area that doesn't have a lot of foot traffic, where I can wave my arms and walk around and turn around in place and just make funny gyrations and act things out and stuff like that. And, like, that's a totally different dynamic than sitting here a foot away from a fish tank watching a fish swim around. Like, I didn't know where it was going to take me mentally, that aspect of doing this. I was so nervous about tonight. Like, I just thought it was going to suck. I thought it was going to be all fucked up. And then we started the show with all the problems, and obviously everything was manifesting itself just as I had thought it would. But I think I got the groove now here, and we're going to iron out the little problems as we go. I don't know if I just haven't caught up in the scroll yet, but if any of you guys heard me when I was still talking across the room, let me know. Maybe I just haven't caught up to that yet, but Linda Bleefnick, I love the intersecting L's on the Laundry Live sign. You know what? Thank you. I thought, it came out kind of nice. And I fully intended to do it, but that was one of those things I found myself rushing like in the last 4 minutes before 9 o'clock to just do. I was like, shit, I forgot. I just didn't and it just happened to come out good. So I think I might just hang on to this one and keep it there if we continue on doing the show the way we're doing it tonight. So thank you, Linda. Mona Eves, we have proof of life for Finsburg, but not Ginsburg. It's great. I did that the other night. Mike Petty, it's kind of like having sex the first time. You'll figure it out. I don't remember anything about that anyway, so let's not even bring that up. Bob Wilharm, until you restarted, I only saw my own comments. All right, see, that's the kind of stuff I need. I need the feedback here. Thank you, Bob Wilharm. We obviously had a glitch, and I suspect that it was from my attempt at bringing you a little intro music, so we won't do that, or we'll come up with an alternative method of doing so going forward. Thank you, Bob Wilharm. Darla Elkins, all I was seeing was my comments. All is good now. Blah, 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 blah. Bob Wilharm, you won't be responsible about you posting my meme. I'll take my chances. Everybody listen. Bob Wilharm is saying, you won't be responsible. I'll take my chances. Send me the meme so I can repost it. The world won't end if I can't post for 30 days. The message will have been sent once again. All right. Everybody heard that? Bob is not holding PCS or any of its affiliates or associates or anybody responsible for any harm that comes to him as a result of posting the offensive and violent and inciting meme. Mary Joyner, it's Pig Latin. I know it's Pig Latin. I was only teasing. Okay, I got to skip forward because I got to see where we're at. Yes, can hear you. Okay, so here we go. This is what I was looking for before. Blah, 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 blah. Garrett Milat. I don't know if I got the emphasis right on the last name, Garrett. If you're still there, Garrick, I'm sorry. First time I've caught a live event. Think I've seen you on the boards before. Sorry if I butchered your name, but correct me, please. And jump right in, man. We got a lot going on tonight. Bob Wilharm, Chump 2020. Make investigations stop again. Oh, brother. We've got Linda saying, better when you were closer. Okay, but yeah, I figured that when I was closer. I mean, obviously, if I walk away, it's going to be a little softer, but at least you can hear me. So if I got to go do something, I can go do it. Whatever that may be. Like, not that I necessarily will have to do anything when there's not much that I would have to do. But you never know, and I want to be like a Boy Scout. I want to be prepared. So, Donnie, okay, I'm going to take a deep breath here. Donnie Daviscavich, I don't know if I'm, again, just like the last one, I don't know if I'm hitting the emphasis on your last name right, but I think I got it right. Yes, can hear fine, and I do not recognize your name, so welcome to PCS Laundry Live. Go back to that hideous first part, and it'll give you a full explanation of the history of the show and what we do here, or I'll do it again later, or I'll do it on the recap tomorrow. Yeah, guys, that was another thing I did leave out. Any new folks jumping in, I don't see all your comments. Obviously, I didn't see any of your comments for a while tonight. But I don't see all the comments. They come real quick. Some of them don't come at all. I do a recap over the weekend. I'll answer any questions you have that I did not get to tonight. Say hi to everybody who needs saying hi to, and we'll carry on from there. But yeah, anybody who missed the first part and doesn't want to have to go through that hideous shit again, I'll let you know. Just ask the question. I'll let you know tomorrow, whatever your questions are. I'll answer whatever your questions are. Bob Wilharm, it'll be like 5 minutes before you realize that I said you sounded far away. I know, I got all fucked up on this. But I do that under the best of circumstances when I start ranting and raving. So, and now I kind of know where I am in the scroll because it was about to where, when you guys were talking about that, it was probably just when I was about to sit down and start screaming about Epstein. All right, Mona Eves, is he really dead? I'm presuming you're talking about Epstein. I don't know. I'm not going to start on that again. Bob Wilharm, why do we assume there were actual cameras present? Good question. Mary S. Joyner, weren't we told almost immediately that the cameras were not working? So what could anyone have seen? Good question. They were walking freely. Bob Wilharm, Epstein didn't kill himself tomorrow. Nice. Bob Wilharm, Epstein's guards committed suicide next week. Yup. Linda Bleefnick, meme saturation. So you get it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I took some shit for that. And I apologize if you people took it the wrong way with that meme about Epstein memes jumping the shark. I thought it was actually kind of fucking brilliant myself. Like, making a meme of Epstein didn't kill himself jumping the shark, about Epstein didn't kill himself jumping the shark, using screenshots of the original birth of jumping the shark. I just thought it was pretty clever, and I ended up getting ragged about it. So, like I said, it was like the same thing like with this friggin' cat meme. I swear, people, it sounds like just fairy tale bullshit. That meme was an accident. I was just looking at something else, and I saw a meme like it, and I was like, oh, man, I got a good riff for this. And I took the meme. There's times where I'll spend an hour on a meme. Like, there's times where I probably spent 2 hours on a meme. And I'm like, this is it, man. This is my fucking Sistine Chapel ceiling right here. And I'll just details and bringing this and doing that and just nuances and putting it together, and changing words and getting it just right. Like, I'll put like hours into it. And I'll put it up and like 15 people will click like. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't get it. This meme with the cat, from the time I thought of it until the time it was posted, I swear on my eyes, it was less than 5 minutes. It was an accident. Like, this meme was just like a drive-by meme that I popped up. All hell broke loose, and then everything, the rug just got yanked out right from under me over a stupid 2-minute meme. I just don't get it. I can't figure it out. I'm just going to keep tossing shit out there, and whatever the hell happens, happens, because I have no idea how this shit works even after 2 years. It was crazy shit. Mary Joyner, absolutely, Glenn. I thought the same thing. How fucked up is it that everyone on both sides of the playground are memeing the shit out of this really serious issue? We're just going to tee-hee for a while, and then it'll fade into the ether. Yeah, that's. Thank you for getting it. I appreciate that you got it. And most of you got it. Most of you got it. But some people started lighting me up about it, and I was kind of pissed, and I almost jumped in and started, like, fucking firing back, and I just don't do that shit that much anymore. And I just kind of fought it back, and I didn't. I held my tongue on it. But since the opportunity arose tonight, I figured I'd get that out of my system here. I'm getting a lot of therapy tonight. Everything's going cool. B. Marie is here. A little late, but it's good. You missed all the really, really bad stuff. So just take it from here, and there'll be a replay tomorrow. You know how it goes. B, thanks for getting in here. Glad the memes are a way to vent over some really heavy shit. I agree with you. Be sure to know that many of us are not minimizing the situation. I get it, man. I don't make broad stroke statements like that. And it's just like, you'll never, not never, but when I really get into like hardcore shit, like really bashing people, I'll never say Democrats, because I get it that it's not all Democrats. The same things at play here. I get it that most of you got the meme. And I get it that most of you like that. I'm not telling you not to like the memes. I'm just telling you how I feel about it. I wasn't telling you what you should think. Nothing I ever say, God help us all, is anything that you should think. Anything I post is exclusively what I think. And I put it out there so you can think what you think of what I think. I'm not telling anybody this is what you should think. So absolutely I get it. I get it. It's a way to vent. I built a website on that, man. I totally get how memes work. From your perspective, okay? But I absolutely get that you weren't minimizing the situation. I know it, man. Please, if you were feeling that way, I'm heartily sorry about that. I did not want to make anybody feel bad by the things I was saying. But that's a little bit of a misinterpretation too, perhaps. I don't broad stroke talk about stuff like that. I really wasn't pointing fingers. I was just saying what was on my mind, which is just exactly what I do, man. That's what you're here for. That's what brought you here, and that's what keeps you here. You know, you're not going to get bullshit here. I'm going to say what's up. And that's what I was thinking. Like I said, it doesn't mean it's what you should think. It's just what I thought. And again, one more time, sorry if I caused any distress to anybody or anybody was not sure about what I had meant or what my intentions were with that stuff. So hope we cleared up a few things with that tonight. Let me check a time here. Close to an hour. But you know what? I don't have to like get my laundry out of the machine. I don't have to go get food. I don't have to walk home from the laundromat, get my laundry, I don't have to do anything, man. Like, the only thing I literally have to do between now and work tomorrow is find some time to sleep. Now, that being said, there is a limit of 90 minutes on Facebook Live, which I think I read that somewhere one time. I don't look at the rules and instructions, obviously. So I think the most we could go is 90 minutes, but I don't know. I'm just saying, we don't have to cut it off. Like, if we're in the middle of some shit, like if something sparks at the 59-minute mark, we can ride with it for at least another 31 minutes. Let's just look at it that way, and we'll let it play out as it plays out. Yo, Ruth Betta Finsberg over here has just been no help at all with as far as the banter. I wasn't expecting Ed McMahon with a big guffaw every now and then, but blow a fucking bubble or something. Let them know you're there. I don't know. I guess, you're entertaining and soothing all at the same time. I get it. It's more like an eye thing. And that's maybe even better than the cacophony, the visual cacophony of traffic, especially at night, being outside. So maybe this is a better thing for everybody, too. We'll see. V. Marie, the Epsteiners are going to get Epstein. We did that already, V. Gotta watch the replay. I might have been good. I don't know because I haven't heard it, but I was doing it, and it felt like a pretty good rant. So I'll listen to it later, and if it was good, I'll let you know. But listen to the replay. I did a good bit on Epstein, I think. Dawn Brian Bailey talking to Bob Wilhelm, laughing my ass off. Why does it creep you out? Talking about the fish. People got things, man. Like, I don't like bugs. We were just talking about this at work the other day. Like, a bug. I'm a fucking big guy, okay? Like, I'm built like a Coke machine and shit. And whatever, you've seen me. A bug crawls up my leg, I scream like a girl, and I make no bones about it. I'm 3 feet off the floor. I can tolerate spiders because spiders demonstrate some amount of intellect and cognizance. Like, they kind of know. They look at you, and like you can tell they're looking at you, and they can see you looking at them. And I can kind of relate to a spider. Like, I won't fuck up a spider if I see a spider in my house. A ladybug, just out of courtesy, it's the same kind of thing. You're not supposed to. Any other bug that comes in my house, fair fucking game. And the gloves are off. I'm killing your ass. I'll kill you with fucking fire. That's how much I hate bugs. Just because, and it's not like it's like I see a bug coming across the street. It's like, oh, a bug, big deal. And it's no big deal. It's the potential that I'm going to be laying down, minding my own business, or reading, or whatever, and I'm going to feel a little fucking bug crawl up my leg. That's completely unacceptable to me. So that's my whole thing with bugs. And man, they put me through the freaking ceiling. So I get it, man. Like, sometimes things that are weird creep somebody out. Like, everybody's got their phobias. We should do that one day. We should do that as a PCS Sunday brunch. What are your phobias? That's Sunday. That's on. We'll do that one. That's a good one. Rob Kushmir, you are in here. One of them is a woman. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm glad you got in here. Thanks for finding us at this late hour. V. Marie, well, yes, but so many others have dirt on them with this too. So if it gave Hillary more power, I have to believe it. Does anyone think that Biden is believable as a tough guy? Oh, we almost made it. We almost made it without getting to Gropey Joe. Oh, that would have been nice. Gropey Joe's tough to talk about because you just don't know where to go with it. There's so many facets. He's like an onion. He's like Shrek. He's like an onion. He's got layers. There's so many scumbagalicious aspects to Joe Biden at this point. It's like, what do you even grab on? Like, you don't, I'm finding myself like not even thinking what a gropey slob he is, like touching little girls and stuff anymore, because he's done so much more heinous stuff since then. Not worse, equally heinous stuff since then. Where do you go with Joe Biden, and how is this man running for president? It's unbelievable. He's like, you look at Hillary, like, I ran for president while I was under federal investigations where they found that I had lied to the FBI and committed perjury and hid 30,000, and they found all this stuff. And I'm still able to run for president. Top that. And Biden is just fucking holding my beer heart. He's just completely setting new standards for how much of a criminal you can be and still run for president in the Democratic Party in the United States of America in 2020. It's unbelievable how grimy this guy is. And I'm almost impressed with him. I underestimated Joe Biden because for 8 years, I literally thought he was just the Obama crime family, dopey, foul-mouthed, prone to gaffe court jester. I thought nothing. Like, I was always of the opinion that Biden didn't know shit about, like, Benghazi and the gun running into Mexico, the Fast and Furious. He didn't know about the guns they were running into Libya and what caused that whole... He didn't know about any of this stuff. I just thought he didn't know, because why the fuck would you tell a dummy like that? If you were committing big, high-end, million-dollar crimes, Joe Biden's not the guy you tell. Because Joe Biden will get in front of a camera and say some dumb shit and get everybody locked away. You don't tell Joe Biden the inner details of your criminality. You just leave him out of that stuff. Give him a cut. He's a soldier. He's a high-level soldier in the family. He's not a street guy, but you can't let him near the top. He's another Fredo. He's like Debbie Wasserman Schultz is a Fredo in the Obama crime family because she's a moron too. She's another one where you don't tell her the information. You don't tell her, hey, we got this deal. We're going to sell 20% of the United States uranium holdings to a nuclear rival, a nuclear superpower rival, and make a whole shit pile of money off it. You don't tell Biden about that. You just give him the candy at the end like the big dumb kid he is. Anyway, I was wrong. Everything I just said, I was completely wrong. I did put the emphasis on it, so you know how I really felt about it. Like, I'm being sincere. I just didn't imagine Joe Biden was like a guy of this level, like he could put these deals together. But he's a part of it, man. It's just blowing my head. I don't know. You guys are killing me, man. It's getting hot in here now, too. I'm sweating. Bob Wilharm. I think you think the way I think. Think about that if you think about it. That was way too many things. I'll read that again tomorrow. Let's see if I can make sense of it. Are we in an hour yet? We're in an hour. I'm going to keep going, though. I'm going to make a conscious effort to catch up with the scroll, at least at this point, and then I'm going to wrap it up at that point. And thanks for bearing with me, guys. You know what? I didn't see the numbers that we were going to say. I thought it was going to be a little different. Maybe just people didn't hear about it, but once we got everything sorted out and lively and flowing, it worked out. It was cool, and I had fun. But let me just try and get up to speed with this scroll and say hi to everybody, and then I can say goodbye. Bob Wilharm, all the Dems' antics are about preventing Trump assigning a new judge for RBG's place. That's a very good point, and I've seen other people say that as well. Great point. Rob Kuzmir, the guards. Yeah, you know. V. Marie, Phobia Sunday instead of Manic Monday. Great one. That's going to be the tagline. Remind me. V. Marie, LOL, Shrek. Did I do a good Shrek voice? It felt like it. It sounded like it. Mike Petty's saying that gropey, creepy, grimy, dirty, corrupty, Ukrainian Joe Biden beat up corn pop. We should get, man. There's two things I thought of. And this is going to be my last thought and make me get behind on this roll again. Two things I thought of about this. One, if they could get a guy, if RNC, Central Casting, could find a guy who looks just like corn pop and have him sit in the front row of the gallery upstairs as a guest when Joe Biden's testifying in the Senate inquiry. You have to do that. Like, how could you not do that? The second thing I was thinking, if I was one of the attorneys, if I was Rudy, okay, and I don't even know, like, if Rudy's going to be the guy that goes into court and defends him. But if I was Rudy Giuliani and I was defending Donald Trump in the Senate impeachment hearing, trial, whatever they call it, I would, when I got Hunter Biden, that cokehead freak degenerate, on the stand and started gutting him, before I said a word to him, I would go in my case, in my little lawyer briefcase. Jim, what kind of, I don't know what kind of, like, case a lawyer carries anymore. It used to be like a briefcase or whatever. I'm thinking Rudy's old school. He's got a leather bag or something like that if he really goes out there in the trenches. I don't even know if he does. I'm thinking he goes in there, he gets Hunter all up on the stand and sworn in, and Hunter Biden's all ready to go, and he's got his jaw set, and he's ready to take this on and answer all the questions with perfectly rehearsed and executed lies to take you away from any sense of reality and avoid any questions at whatever cost possible until the judge just loses her mind or his mind. That's the Hunter Biden sitting up in the box, okay? He's in the witness stand. He's ready to rock. Before he says a word, Rudy Giuliani says, you know, I'm just having a problem in here. Maybe it's the humidity. I'm just having my hands are sweaty as hell. So I hope you don't mind if I do this. And goes into his little leather lawyer case and pulls out a bottle of Gold Bond talcum powder. Puts it in his hands, a nice little generous dose. Puts the bottle down, rubs it into his hand, solves his little problem. He's saying, you know, sorry, this will just take a second, Judge. I'm sorry, I apologize. I didn't mean to offend the court. Just want, I want to be comfortable, but this is important. This is what Hunter Biden. I just said fucking Hunter Biden. Thank you, Sigmund Freud. With Hunter Biden sitting up in the witness stand, ready to go. Rudy takes the bottle of Gold Bond, pops it in his hand, rubs it in. He takes that bottle, he puts it down on his desk, kicks it over 15 feet away from Hunter Biden, is where Hunter Biden is sitting, making a nice big long white line of very fine powder in perfect view of where Hunter is sitting right across his desk, and just lets that shit stay there. The whole time he's questioning Hunter Biden. and it would just break that silly monkey's ass down. And he'd be all over the place, and he'd be giving up names and throwing his father under the bus and throwing everybody under. He would just totally wreck them. I don't think Hunter Biden could sit in that stand 15 feet away from a line of talcum powder sitting on Rudy Giuliani's desk and put a coherent sentence together any better than his father does. And that's all I have to say about that. I hope it works out that way. I'm giving up on the scroll, guys. We're way behind, and we're over an hour, and I gotta get a few other things done tonight. So we did a good solid hour, a little more. Listen, let me do my real quick housekeeping here. Again, thanks to everybody for your always never-ending support of Planet Common Sense, PCS Laundry Live. Check us out on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, go on Twitter. Look me up at Glenn PCS. We're having a good time over on Twitter. We're messing with a lot of people. We're not making enough noise to get bothered yet, so it's still pretty fun before we start getting crunched over there because I'm making too much noise. The PCS episode you are watching tonight will be reposted on the Planet Common Sense channel on YouTube tomorrow morning. So if you go over there, and I will post it tomorrow, please, even if you don't watch anything, there's a lot of stuff on there. Every back episode of PCS Laundry Live's on there. There's a couple of other videos. There's some shots of Ruth Bader Ginsburg on there. Even if you don't look at anything, please, there's a big red subscribe button. Click subscribe. You don't have to ever watch anything again. You don't have to click the bell so you get notified. Just block me out after that. It's all about numbers. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, I can do live shows on YouTube instead of on Facebook, and it just gives us another plan B, backup plan, lifeboat. You saw how that worked out with PCS Memes, which just started out as a little safety net, and now is blowing up like crazy. And that brings me to our last thing. If you don't know about PCS Memes, I don't know why you don't know about it, because I've been yelling about it for months now. PCS Memes is on fire. You're going to get way better access to Planet Common Sense content in your newsfeed. We're not getting crushed over there as badly as we are on the original page. It's growing like crazy. We're adding tons of new people. So if you haven't gone over there yet, go over to PCS Memes. Click follow on there and follow me from both pages. Pick one or the other. If you want to take one over the other and dump it, it's fine, whatever. Just know it's there. And if you go over there, click follow. Let's build up the numbers and get everybody migrating over there and build the army over there. And with that being said, I love each and every one of you guys. I don't know what I would do without you. You're awesome. Thanks to everybody who's in here tonight on this adventure with our first try inside at the new time. I feel like it went okay. Ruth Bader Ginsburg says everything went swimmingly. That was awful. That was like worse than that joke from Jim the other day. But anyway, thanks for being in here tonight and fighting our way through this hour with me. Seems like it went all right. I definitely want a lot of feedback on this, guys. Wherever it may be, right here, or just post on the page, whatever. Tell me what you thought about the changes we made, about being inside as opposed to being outside, about the time change. I can't say I'm going to change anything or change anything back. I got some ideas going forward, but I need some input from you guys. I got to hear from you. You got to tell me what you like. You got to tell me what you don't like, so we can do more of the former and less of the latter and make this your best possible Planet Common Sense experience that I possibly can. And with that, this is really nice because like I'm going to say those couple of words that I say at the end, and I don't have to like go get food and walk home and do my laundry. If I can just like roll over and I'm in bed. I am out.